Alright, I'm back from changing my pants. I don't even know how it happened. I went to go put my leg out forward and I just went, and there you go. Rip pants. No fun for anyone. Continue. Not that I have anything to do anything tomorrow. The school's a BFI activity, but nobody really pays me any heed because you're not important, this Sal. Maybe if you wore a funny cowboy hat, you'd be more important. I saunter past classrooms filled with students frantically doing this and that, buzzing around like little worker bees. Worker bees, eh? You wouldn't guess the school day's over. Aye, it's a bit quieter outside, but not by much. People zip by left and right, hurrying as quick as they can, busy and energetic. I feel the opposite. The midday sun seemed to be draining all my spirit out of my body, making it feel limp all over again. Something Emmy would not be happy with. Warm, soft air flows inside my shirt, feeling like a cushion. I yawn. Lazily, of course, thinking about what to do. I'll drop my books to the doors first, and then... Oh, something I haven't decided yet. Maybe Kenji's in his room. Wait, why the fuck am I going to see Kenji? No, that's stupid. On the way to the dorms, I spot Emmy coming my way. Right, despite not having those weird running prosthetics on. I wave at her, and she gets to a stop. Yo, Hisao! Wow, that kind of sounds weird, coming out of her mouth. Slayers of white and green paint adorn her nose and chin respectively, but her smile is wide, as it always seems. I don't see the paint. She leans close to me, amplifying this feeling that she's examining me. What you doing? Nothing really. I don't have anything to do for the festival, and everyone else seems to be doing something important. That's perfect! Then you can help me and Rin. Oh shit, I'm getting suckered left and right. With the festival preparations? I'm not sure I would be much help. That's fine. I'm not that much help either. Emmy grabs my wrist and starts dragging me back inside the school quite forcefully. She's really handsy. She likes to be in control. Oh god, this is gonna get ridiculous, this relationship. Even their walking speed is more like jogging, making me stumble over myself simply trying to keep up. You ever have that where they're either walking too slow or they're walking too fast and never walking the right pace? Or you don't know if they're trying to walk or they're trying to run, so you're just all fucked up to begin with and you just want to tell them, stop what the fuck you're doing, I'm just trying to catch up and you guys are just fucking with my mind. Alright, so fuck you, I'm trying to get my shit done. See her slow down a bit, maybe it's hard to climb with her legs, or maybe she's finally out of breath. We go all the way back to the third floor in the seniors' hallway, ending up where I left 5 minutes ago. I could just as well have stayed there waiting for Emmy had I known. So, are you and Rin working on that mural still? That's right! She needs all kinds of paints and brushes and stuff, so I went to get them from the art classroom. And you need my help with that? Well, Rin told me you already helped her, so I thought you wouldn't mind. I see. So thanks to Emmy's flaky logic, here I am again, collecting stuff from the art classroom for other people that I have no interest in. I have an interest in Emmy. Everyone else, well, they can go fall in the pit, and well, we'll see what happens after that. A really long pit, like this is Sparta kind of pit where they just fall forever down the well. The room is empty apart from ourselves, and the lonely specks of dust floating in the air. Emmy skips straight back to the wall, taking out a tiny crumpled piece of paper from her pocket. While she tries to make sense of the scrawled handwriting, I take a closer look at the materials lying around here. Dozens of paint cans and bottles are arranged at the shelves in the most unorganized fashion. Some look like they've been left there for several decades. Relics of previous art club generations. Holy shit. Can you imagine that? Just finding... it would like... I don't even know. The paint would turn into a gas. It'd be like... I don't know. It'd be fumes. The paint would be fumes and you'd get cancer and die. God damn it. Next to heavy stacks of neatly piled drawing paper are boxes full of different sized brushes and unsorted crayons. Smells of paint, turpentine, and fresh paper float in the stale air, mixing in my nostrils to form an unmistakable scent of air. It smells like... intoxication. Emmy studies her notes, comparing them to the markings on the various paint cans, and passes them to me as she finds the correct matches. She stretches her neck to look on the topmost shelf, but it's not quite enough. You shouldn't stretch, Emmy. That's how you rip your goddamn pants. And I ripped my pants. I thought everyone was on my side, and then I went and blew it. All sky high. Her eye level stays below the shelf no matter what she does. Emmy gets up and just looks up the shelf longingly, like a child at a toy store, huffing in annoyance. She's bouncing! After a moment of building anger, she starts jumping up and down, apparently trying to speed read the labels for in a fraction of a second she could see them and catch what she could see. Why don't we be a good friend and either pull up a chair for her to sit on, or give her a boost? That would be pretty good instead of watching her and mocking her as she tries and jumps and reads. You're a bad man, Hisao. You're a bad man. Oh, she's crying. It's no surprise she feels miserably and almost manages to bring the entire shelf crashing down. Yeah, I see why sending me lending a hand would be useful. Come on, let me do that. You can't jive high enough, and I don't want you to hurt yourself trying. Also, I'm like twice your height. Way to put her down, Sal. You are not. She turns around, flaring scorn, flushed cheeks and all. Just kidding, I'm only twice your height without your legs. Oh, my bad. Anyway, I'll look up there, okay? She glares at me one more time, but can't come up with a retort. With a grudging turns her back to me. So I begin scrounging through the top shelf for paint while below. Emmy crouches to scavenge what she can from the cupboards. I shake my head a little after double checking to ensure she can't see me do it. Emmy having a complex about her height was a surprise. I wouldn't have joked about it otherwise. Oh, you don't think the girl missing her legs would have a complex about her height? Well, Hisao, you're either fucking completely oblivious or an idiot. God. Seems easygoing, but I guess everyone has their weak spots. I would like saying, oh, well, I bet you can't love that much because you have a broken heart. Yeah? That fucking hurt, Hisao, alright? You know it would. So cut that shit. God. Only after we've almost had all the items collected and spread out on desk like a treasure hunter's spoil do I realize it was necessarily the height jab that got her riled up. She might like to be told that she can't do something like jump. But Emmy herself seems to have forgotten about it already. Quick to anger, quick to forgive. Is she that type of person? Oh god, a hothead. No, I know people like that. They're the most annoying fucking people you can deal with. And it's annoying when they're like very large and they're very aggressive. Where they just get angry so fucking fast for no reason. And it just annoys the fuck out of you. And then they literally just calm down 2 seconds later. And like you're just like, bro, can you either just stay fucking mad at me? Or just don't get mad to begin with if you're just gonna be happy literally 3 minutes later? I can't fucking deal with that. Just because you're bipolar and inconsistent doesn't mean I am. And it's driving me fucking nuts. Okay, I may have a complex about that because I deal with it pretty often. But seriously. It's fucking nuts. God. At least she doesn't seem to have taken anything to heart. Well, not like you could take anything to heart, not having one. And she chatters away happily while we pick up the rest of the items, and then make our way back to Rin. I chivalrously carry the bulk of the materials as we make our way towards the dormitories. Rin is really stressed about getting her painting done. It's her own fault, though. She should have started earlier. Is she going to make it? No idea. It looks good to me, but with Rin, you never know what's going on. I found her this morning lying in a dormant fetal position. She hadn't slept all night. I can't believe that night nurse hadn't found her. And now she's painting again like crazy. Yeah, I've noticed that she comes off as kind of unhinged, so to speak. Emmy giggles at that, as well as my likely too obvious awkwardness. I don't mind it. She's just a little weird sometimes. On that I can agree with. Unlike me, Emmy seems to be cool with Rin's whatever it is that feels off about her. Still, they don't feel close like Mission Sejun do. With them working as a single entity sometimes, it's hard to say where one ends and the other one begins. So you really can't insult one, because you may insult both. Even though they're different, just like Emmy and Rin are. And Rin is the most different of them all. And, you know, different from anyone else I've met. Yeah, I guess she's just very unique. I return to that word again, as if it encompasses Rin's personality by itself, but really it's just a substitute for a lengthy description of her oddities. She really is an odd person. Emmy giggles as I grasp around for a properly descriptive word. She's just weird. You know, earlier she just spent half an hour sitting on her box. I stared at her toes. She giggles again in a way that makes me think she doesn't know what's funny about it. Just this. All that time. Just staring at her toes. That would be fucking weird. I'd be a little creeped out. I think if you stare at someone's toes for a couple hours, you're a serial killer. Doesn't matter if you are or you aren't. I just think that constitutes you as one. The working area is a mess, but the mural itself has taken over more of a wall since I last saw it. The disfigured human figures have been, mostly colored in tones of red, pink, and orange. Weird imagery. Or weird imaginary things populating spaces between. It looks nice. I can't think of any word that would describe the work concisely and comprehensively, so I settle myself on the nondescript nice. Honestly, that's what most modern artists nowadays. You don't know what the hell you're looking at, so you're just like, I guess this is nice, I think. I don't know, modern art doesn't speak to me. Maybe it speaks to artists and really super creative people, but splats of ink and weird deformed faces, I don't know, I just don't see it. It just seems a little creepy and... Like creepy, but like, I would say juvenile. Juvenile is the right word, but almost in the sense like I can do that. So I never understand art like that. I'm sure other people feel the same way. It's nondescript nice. But honestly, it seems like the area of the wall becomes untidier at the same rate as the mural progresses. It's just becoming like a jumbled mess. The ground is littered with dozens of paint cans, various art supplies, and empty soda bottles. Rin's a goddamn caffeine-aholic. Rin herself is in the center of this chaos. Ooh, she can be the center of my chaos. Standing there looking very cozy as if she was a natural part of the scene. Her pant legs have been rolled up to her knees, exposing her thin legs, which sport a drying spectrum of war paintings, similar to those in Emmy's face. Huh. Emmy sprints to Rin ahead of me and gleefully jumps in front of her. I'm back! That was fast. Did you ride the corridors again? Hisao helped me! Emmy points victoriously at myself. Why, thank you, Emmy. Rio turns around, following Emmy's finger with her eyes, looking in my general direction. She nods absentmindedly at me. She looks like she has slept since last night. A vacant glaze stare that's focused slightly off me and movements like in a slow-motion move. So she's a goddamn zombie, and she's like one of the goddamn zombie catchers. Only she's crazy and she's weird. Hello, Hisao. Thank you for the help. Hey, don't mention it. I'm just doing my job. I just did, in case you were stupid enough to not hear me. Never mind then. Looks like you've made progress. Looking good as far as I can tell, but I'm not really sure I like you. You keep insulting me, douche. But now you've got more bad luck. I know, but I'm willing to take the risk. That's a very nice thing to say. For me, of course, not for you. You're really screwed. This is why artists are always unlucky. They have to constantly look at their unfinished paintings. So artists can't find romance, their favorite TV shows are cancelled, or they die young because of unspecified disease. It's a deep and mysterious law of the universe, which I am now patronizing, and unfortunately I too will be a victim to it. Oh. Unless they are blind. She considers this for a while, looking like she's going to fall asleep. There is a boy. At the art club, you see a blind boy, so he doesn't see? You already told me that, I see. I glance sideways at Emmy, and she glances back at me in a way that she tells me she's heard this one before, too. She's like, oh shit, not this again! Neither of us says anything in written, though, as she continues her monotone soliloquy like an unfunny stand-up comedian. He should become an artist. No bad luck guaranteed. Don't you think that would be a good idea? Only blind people should become artists? No, not as such. I think it's a dumb idea. I think that's the worst idea we've ever had. Alright? I already don't understand art, and that's by people who aren't blind. Can you imagine if blind people were doing modern art? I'd have no fucking clue what the hell I'm looking at. ... Shizune. You might have a point. Abandoning this train of thought, she turns again to consider her work and starts humming a tune that I think I would recognize, but I can't remember the name of it. Emmy arranges the supplies we bought and moves a few paint cans around, trying to bring some organization to the scene. Emmy, I need the Prussian blue paint. Which one's Prussian blue? She's staring helplessly at 7 or 8 cans, each with a different tone of blue. It's the one with Prussian blue paint in it. Jeez, Rin, you're not helping at all. She is such a goddamn character. I look around as well, even though I don't know what Prussian blue looks like either. I wonder what this blue has to do with Prussia, and why the hell Prussia is in blue, and why the hell it got named after it. What Prussia is in this? The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't place it. Not gonna lie, I completely fucking forgot what Prussia is too, but again, I agree with this out. Name sounds very familiar, probably from geography or history. Prussia. Shit, someone's gonna yell at me. I'm thinking something to do with Persia or Russia, and something that the Persians did to fuck over Russia, and they said, fuck it, we'll just name it Prussia. Well, none of this blue looks like more Prussian than the others. The small print in the labels is legible enough to determine that none say anything that the contents being Prussian. There's no Prussian blue here. We need to go get more then. Oh, my mouth to say that, actually. Both done needs for a simple task like finding another bottle of Prussia blue, but Emmy's already grabbed my arm and started dragging me off. And I'm gone. I waved to Rin, who doesn't seem to have noticed the two of us are waving. Well, she really couldn't wave back anyway. Oh, God. Well, she notices when she goes for a Prussian blue and finds out it's still not there. Maybe. I don't know. ... Where the fuck am I? Probably not, actually.